Hey, welcome to tonight's show here on DJNTV. This kind of season, we're doing a little bit different this year. We're going to have nights like tonight where we have a full room in the chill room. If you've never checked that out, go out to djntv.com/chill. On the weeknights, typically we're kind of full at a point in time in the evening. And on weekends, a little bit later tonight, we've got a lot of activity going on. But the chill room is a spot where you can come, hang out, talk to other professionals in the DJ industry, and kind of let loose. The after party thing, because how you described it a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of these guys do Twitch, and they raid each other. I mean, it's become like a family here in the chill room, and they have their own Twitch channels, and then they have called it, hey, let's go to the chill room for the after party, and then we're here till 5 a.m. most nights.
It'll be a late night. That's
weekends. Yeah.
And it's open to anyone. You can go djntv.com/chill, and that will take you to the Zoom meeting, and just come on out and hang out on the night. And I get to meet a lot of cool people in our industry. For tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of go around in a fairly quick show this evening and kind of talk about ways people are kind of helping to make ends meet during this time where we've lost a lot of the things we typically do to be making money. Most of us have weddings or special events that we would have been doing throughout the season. Those are gone this year, and there's other things that we've been doing that may not be working. So tonight we're going to kind of see what people are doing out there to kind of help make those ends meet. So I mentioned that to everybody, so hopefully everyone has something in mind as we go through. And I'm going to actually start, we're going to go kind of around the room. Tom, you're going to be our first one because you're kind of Tom's to this side of me.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Yep. It's on my window. We're going to go Tom down to Howie and Eric and work our way around. So Tom, can you share, what have you been kind of doing to help make those ends meet here for the last few months?
Well, I've had like we talked earlier, a lot of surprises thrown at me. Back in February, we pretty much did our last event for the city, and usually it's parade and PA, DJ, and all this other stuff. And then right as we got into March, we had a few surprises, and I won't go into the whole story again. We were taking care of my a family member, she and everything. So I was I'm also a what they call an IHSS home care person. I take care of that person during the day and everything, and pretty much that was part of the routine. So I was certified to do that, and I still have my certification. So I'm right now taking care of a person during the daytime for about 3 or 4 hours. But I'm happy to say I can tune in and watch you guys and everything, and do a lot of different things. But primarily my company is slowly coming back. I've been asked to do some PA stuff in 2021, but we'll see what happens if the Lunar New Year really happens or whatever.
Yeah,
we're going to be doing virtual parades, and Pasadena, of course, will have a 2-hour thing on television. Will be all virtual, so you probably will see a lot of ads in your local area. So check it out.
Yeah, that's it. We've already experienced a little of that, and I'm sure for New Year's we'll see a lot more of that. So
yes,
thank you, Tom. Howie. Well,
being that I'm independently wealthy, I'm not really no, I am not. I have not been doing anything really different than I've always done. I have a big freezer. I buy meat no matter what it is, chicken, pork, beef. When it's $1.99, that's my price, and I stock that freezer. And I make my budget stretch. And I've actually kind of done it in reverse, where I keep my spirits up by helping others. And I just recently made a purchase for the Little Big Show 2021 is going to be a big upgrade with some new movers. And I purchased them from a friend. Didn't haggle over the price because I knew they needed the money. I was going to buy them anyway.
Mhm.
And so it worked out for both of us. And so I'm making ends by making myself happy by helping others.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, keeping that positive attitude is so important. So important these days. Thank you, Howie. Eric, you're next, my friend.
So I'm going to double up on what Howie said. He definitely has made his contribution to all of us by having a very positive outlook. So Howie, you're on my screen over here. Thank you again for that. You know, we talk in the chill room and we've talked a couple times outside of there, and it's been a breath of fresh air for us guys who sometimes we tend to panic a little bit.
Yeah.
There are 5 of us in my family. I got 3 mouths to feed. I've got my wife to feed. So at the beginning of all this, it really was pretty scary. You know, and I said, man, if I lose April, I'm in trouble. I lost April. If I lose my summer, I'm in trouble. And we lost my summer. Then I lost the college stuff. And now we've lost everything in Lake Placid, all the big events that we do, Ironman, World Cup bobsled, and those kind of things. But because we're a production company, we've got a few more tools in our toolbox. I did a drive-in movie. We had 504 cars show up for Back to the Future. It was unreal. It was this huge event. Like, it gives me goosebumps right now because so many people were happy to do something. This was at the end of May. That steamrolled into 57 movies we did this summer. We revamped our projectors. It gave us a chance to buy more trussing, made bigger screens, bought some FM transmitters. As that transferred into graduation season, people were saying, hey, we still want to do graduation. Can you do projection for this? And I said, there's only one way you can do projection in the middle of the day. So we went out and we bought 60 panels of the 80J AV4 IP-rated outdoor video wall system. We saved 7 graduations. We just did a college graduation 2 weeks ago. So that was something that we kind of, you know, lemons into lemonade is what happened. You know, it forced our hand a little bit to try some new things, and we succeeded. We did okay.
Excellent.
So yeah, it worked out all right. You know, and for the Christmas season, it's usually a little bit busy for us here. Lake Placid is a Christmas town. What we did this year is, instead of holding events outside where we're getting groups, the tree lighting, having Santa in the park and things like that, everybody went crazy with lights. We did projection imaging on the side of all 3 hospitals. We did some lights on the roof of the Olympic Arena. We did some lights in the park. So, you know, we took our tools and we changed them to do some different things. And, yeah, we're scratching it together. So, yeah, that's what we've done over the last 8 months now.
Yeah, excellent. Well, good to hear. Yeah, so we just talked the last time we talked in depth would have been back in that May time frame when
I think it was. Yeah,
a lot of question marks out there at that time. So
there were a lot.
Hear. Excellent. Thanks.
I was so happy for you when that blew up for you. Those are the kind of inspirations. Like, wow, 57. Who would have thought? You know,
we
57
were crazy
drivers.
busy.
That's, I mean, wow.
And you know, we didn't make a lot of money doing this, but we paid our bills, and we made a lot of people happy. And like you, Howie, if you look at any of my pictures on the Facebook pages, kids in the back of their truck eating their snacks with a blanket wrapped around them, watching a movie it was 28 by 38, 28 feet tall, 38 feet wide. There was a giant screen, and it just made me happy, you know, and
yes.
And a lot of times the reward is seeing the smiles.
For sure. Excellent. Great story, Eric. Thank you very much. Ken, you're up next on my rotation around the room.
Okay. I just do it mainly as a hobby. I mean, I do more dances and private parties than I do anything else. So, I mean, and I do a lot of charity events. So I try to give back to the community as much as possible.
Nice. So I'm guessing in 2021, as we get into that and things come back, you're going to be a busy man.
Yeah.
A busy man covering a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Excellent. Joel, you are next to my rotation.
Well, fortunately for me, my IT job was considered essential, so I have not been hurt by the slowdown. But after 30 years in IT, I've been looking to try to figure out how to semi-retire. So getting back into DJing and getting started back to that was I was feeling good. I was happy. I was doing something I enjoy. The 6 months prior to all this stuff starting, I get like 10 or 12 gigs under my belt. and was thinking, okay, I can make this to supplement my income and retire, in semi-retired state. And then the bottom fell out of it. So I just been kind of sitting on the side, trying to find things. I've added some equipment here and there, get myself prepared, but it's become a wait and see game to see how far I can take this.
Yeah, for sure. And having that stability certainly helps. And
yeah, I'm very fortunate. The job I am is pretty straightforward and stable, but
yeah. Excellent.
Sounds like you're out of the public too, so you were pretty safe.
Well, we were one of the major cleaning service companies, and we had to redo a lot of our infrastructure and everything. And our IT, there was a stress put on our IT because 5,000 people all of a sudden started working from home.
Yeah.
So there were some challenges in the first couple of months. There's still challenges and things that we got to do to continue. I spent half the weekend working because of a problem, and it's just been my life for 30 years. I mean, it's been good for me, but I'm kind of burned out on it. And, DJing, I enjoyed it. I mean, so it was a relief or a change of scenery. Yeah. And I was hoping to continue that, but it's going to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, for a little while. It's on its way back here, so it's looking forward. So excellent. Thank you, Joel. Scrappa, you are up next, my friend. What have you been kind of doing to help keep things going here?
Well, I'm the same as Joel. I work in a waste industry, so I haven't stopped. I've been working probably for the last 4 months, 6 days a week. So I've been busy. Besides that, a lot of practicing on me DJing and starting to put things together. We spent 6 months here in complete lockdown, not been able to do anything, but it's turned the corner. We've had 40-something days of no new cases, no transmissions. We have, up until the other day, we only had 5 cases, which were all from overseas travellers returning home. Mm-hmm. So it's looking good here in Melbourne. So last weekend, our government opened up a fair bit more, and weddings can now go to 100 or unlimited people, depending on the size of the venue, and dancing's back on the cards, which is good.
Yeah. That's great.
Excellent.
Little bars and clubs and things like that are starting to open up again. Nightclubs are opening up again. So it is now time to fully launch my new career.
Excellent. So how much time have you been putting into the practice side of it? Because, Howie's mentioned that you've been on Twitch and quite a bit, but how many hours are you trying to put in each week with your practicing right now?
I probably was doing 4 or 5 hours a week when I could, just practicing mixing, transitions, just playing music to work out songs that I think that would work well at a venue, work or won't work. So that was prior to probably 2 months ago. Earlier on, back in April, I did a couple of Facebook stuff and started to dabble with Twitch, and then I thought, it's not really going to go anywhere. Then 2 months ago, I stumbled into a DJ out of Sydney in Australia called I Am DJ Task. From there, I went from 7 followers to 30-odd followers in a couple of days. And I thought, well, since I'm getting the followers on Twitch, I'd better go and start doing some streams. So I did 1 or 2 streams, and then all of a sudden I've gone to over 50 followers, and was averaging prior to that probably 5 viewers each night that I'd stream. So I'd only do one here and then go a couple of weeks, do another one, leave it for a month, because I was only getting like the 5 viewers, which were nearly all the people from the chill room. So thank you, guys. Then after doing that thing, 2 months ago, I've gone to getting 10, 15, 16 viewers. One night I peaked at 43 viewers.
Nice.
I made affiliate on Twitch now, so I've got a little bit of money coming in from it. So in a week and a half, I've earned $35. And I'm streaming probably 2 to sometimes 3 times a week. On an average, each stream was 3 hours to 5, 6 hours. So the last couple of Saturdays I've been on, it's been like 5 hour, 6 hour streams because I'm getting rated from other DJs around the world. So
nice.
Starting to get a little following, and it's all kind of coming into place.
Yeah, excellent. Well, good stuff.
Very nice.
Keep working on the Discover. That's great stuff. Let's see, James, you are up next, my friend.
Well, not least.
No, you're not last.
Well, I got a security job that I do, so I'm basically still in it. They can't shut us down, so that's a good thing at least. But I mean, Saturdays and Sundays I do Amazon and stuff. So I mean, I got to do something just to get some extra money. But everything else is all next year in 2021. Hopefully we have, so that's about it with that one.
No, that's an absolutely great there that a person is, you see what you've got to do, you do what you got to do. And that helps us live for another day. And that's probably the biggest thing I think you've got to take from 2020 is that idea. Excellent. Thank you, James. Okay. Just checking to see if there's any messages. Okay. And that, okay. So for myself, a couple of the, obviously DJNTV stuff is what it is. And we've continued with the shows and such, but without the DJ income, that became something. So what I've done is use this time in which I would have done DJ things. I've been spending more time working on my other blogs, my weekend handyman and sports and what have you. And that has taken that formula of what we do with the disc jockey and how we covered DJ shows and covered DJ products and moving that over into the other realm has really been something that has been helpful in keeping that lost DJ income from really becoming a glaring thing in the finances of our household. So it's that flexing, that changing, that modifying of one's use of time. I haven't replaced the DJ income. It's still way short of that, but it's made it so that we don't have a complete culture shock as far as the lack of, because I think when we figured it out, we had $160,000 worth of DJ business that we lost between Michael and myself this year for contracts that were out. So we didn't recoup that, but we also didn't have some expenses with it. So it all kind of evened out in the end. So, and we're looking forward to next year.
Yes,
that's for sure. So, well, excellent. We're going to wrap things up with the recording. Again, this is in the DJNTV chill room, and it's open this time of the year. We're doing recordings on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. And if you'd like to be in for one of the conversations, go to DJNTV.com/chill. Jump in and hang out with whoever's the host of that time. Like in about a half an hour, Dan Carpenter is going to jump in, and he's got kind of a game plan for what he's going to talk about tonight. And for the life of me, it escapes me. He told me what it was going to be, and I forgot completely. But there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on in the chill room. Some of it's recording, some of it's a kind of planned conversation, and some of it's just open for sharing and learning from other DJs. So join us, DJNTV.com/chill, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.